she doesn't want them, we'll take them. We're not gonna steal, but if she doesn't want them... I have a key. I have a funny key. They'll be disappointed. I cannot stay here. He left us something else, too. Hello? A locked gate. The key. We can open it with the funny key. We won!
My gate! Our gate! Yes, sir. You are right.
You broke the key! You broke the key of the lock!
No, she broke it.
You make a mess of things!
Yes, sir.
Do you want to be here forever?
No, sir.
I am disappointed!
Yes, I know you are, and I apologize.
Pick this up!
Yes, sir.
Pick this up now! You know what the captain says!
Clean garden, clean conscience, sir.
Do not let this happen again!
No, sir.
Do not let this happen again!
No, sir.
Do you wish to see the light of day?
Yes, sir, I do.
The girl you are guiding will need your assistance to conquer the giant's most dreadful resistance. But your omni-view powers were sadly corrupted back when her escape was last interrupted. Though do not despair, for you have one ability which may set her free of this evil facility. Her phone is equipped with the means to record the data I seek and prodigiously hoard. That shovel before you was left by the giant. If you scan it for me, I would be most compliant. The knowledge it yields is absolute treasure. We'll look out for each other, measure for measure.
I wish to discuss something. Where is that steamroller of yours?
Mama? In the office.
He sleeps most hours of the day.
If something unfortunate were to compromise our research in any way, and this goes for both of you, I want you to execute Directive 95.
Is the arrival at risk?
Are we expecting an attack, sir?
I expect nothing, but I anticipate everything. If this zone is boarded by any government agency, or if we are aggressed by terrorist action, you will carry out 95. Understood? Dr. Amash, you look sour.
It is... Sir, I am afraid I cannot personally execute such a directive.
Dr. Perez?
We are scientists.
Then you will enlist the skill set of someone or something that is willing to break a mirror for metamorphosis. Do you know of someone like this?
We do, sir.
When he wakes up, we will explain it to him.
That gate was a dead end, but there may be a door somewhere in this graveyard that we can explore. For here in God's Acre, where souls come to rot, is a way to the next world, and X marks the spot.
Theoretically of DNA is that you could store the total world information, which is 1.8 zettabytes, at least in 2011, in about 4 times the DNA.
Good night for fowling.
I like this.
Here in this graveyard, one door is unlocked to us. It is the greenhouse. These petri dish samples were earlier means of storing all knowledge within human genes. To play back an encrypted audio scene, look for the sequencing data machine.
Dardanning, former editor of the Evening Standard, is gone, and with him a legacy people around here would just as soon forget. I've written my share of obits over the years, but this one's left me with a double-clove hitch in my gut. And it isn't because I've been asked to memorialize a man I've never met. I am effectively replacing him. I am sitting in his office now, reclining in his squeaky old chair. Worst of all, when I asked what his cause of death was, they told me creative differences.
I keep finding you here.
No.
What is the matter?
Nothing. I was tending to...
You must quit spinning your wheels here. It is bad for your work.
It was our first.
I understand. But I am telling you this as your friend. This could get you in trouble. What do they think when they see you here?
Why would they be watching?
They are always watching. Derringer monitors the water in the moat.
Oh, that false crisis. In my country, too, there is a water crisis.
Abal, do not get political on me.
Terminus drinks more water than all the mirrors combined.
You're changing the subject. Have any of the mirrors died of thirst? Did this one here die of thirst? Look, I'm telling you. If they see you mourning them in this way, it will not be good for you.
How do you survive all of this?
Abal, I make it a point not to look directly at them. If I do that, I will see my own reflection. I have trained myself to stare just over their heads when I speak to them. You asked me how I survive? I took the idea of a person I hate, and I practiced very hard at becoming him.
You can imagine other huge data sources like all the neuronal files in the brain, which could be encoded into DNA, and again, you could do selective reading of that as needed.
It is broken.
This door will not open with mere elbow grease. The gearbox, it seems, is missing a piece.
Everything's above board tonight. Worm, parcel, and serve.
These chains form an X on the door to the crypt. Perhaps we could break them, were the right tool equipped. If you find such an item, then have the girl nab it. Trespass and theft have become quite her habit.
Full and
Because we have the address, we know where it goes back, so once we sequence everything, we're able to reconstruct what the original message that you're encoding or digital information that you were encoding in there.
Yes, Mammoth, I know that. About.
Yes, he knows.
One of the female mirrors is having an issue I think you may be better suited for.
I will be right there.
Why is all of this out?
I'm extracting toxin.
Why?
Because I want to know.
Are you making a weapon?
Why would you say something like that?
I am merely considering who we work for.
You're being paranoid.
Occupational hazard.
We could use these to open the door with the chains on it.
Who's in here? We hear you. You left these. Don't be so careless. Yes, sir.
While the girl's fearful cries should not go unheeded, the giant has taken the item we needed. So pilfer the pockets of that aimless brute, but be wary of bees as you steal back the loot.
All is well. Stem to stern. What's going on?
All I am saying is if something happens, I hope you rescue your two-legged children before your six-legged ones.
Of course! You're being insane, Abal. Besides, nothing is going to happen to us. You know that. Abal?
Of course.
Say, if my bees die, so do your precious flowers.
The desert rose is renowned for surviving in adverse conditions. I am sure they can live without your colony.
My bees make honey. What do your flowers yield?
Death. The roots are quite toxic, you know.
Therein lies the difference between you and me, Abal. As a hobbyist, I don't delight myself with pain and suffering.
You do not have to. As an occupation, your bees are content to do it for you.
One stirred up the... Nothing. I thought I saw something.
Are you cold?
I'm okay.
The heat is out. Not just my office, but the entire building.
I'll pace.
Yes, keep the blood flowing.
Oh, these are beautiful.
Thank you.
And they grow right here on the windowsill.
Most times of the year, you see them on the roads. Fields of them, growing freely.
I'm afraid I didn't see much besides snow on the drive-in.
People think this country is all desert. Hot, flat, dry. But we are high up in the mountains.
May I sit? You are a gifted comparative genomicist. Do you know why I am here?
To offer me a job.
An opportunity. Did your medical director explain it to you?
Briefly. Encoding.
Precisely. Are you up to the challenge, Dr. Amar?
With all due respect, it is not much of a challenge. A zettabyte may be a lot of data for you, but for us, It is a trifle. At most, we are talking about a gram of synthetic DNA.
I'm not talking about synthetic DNA.
Then where do you want your data stored? Overseer, how may I help you, sir?
Oh, please don't get up. I am actually looking for Dr. Peretz.
I believe he is reading to the mirrors.
Reading? They received that sort of stimulation then?
Only very recently. It is your manifesto.
Our manifesto?
Of course.
Is this yours?
I am sorry I did not inform you that I would be bringing a radio.
It is okay.
I do not use it anymore.
Why is that?
Mammoth. He gets upset. He heard me tell Gnome, Dr. Peretz, that the radio waves cut through our brains. They are invisible signals. Mammoth did not like that. And once he has an idea in his head, it is difficult to get rid of it.
I see. I would like you to start using the radio again. But only when Mammoth is around.
Sir?
Yes. Yes, I will watch from that feed, whenever he enters the room.
What is the scientific purpose of this?
You said Dr. Peretz was with the mirrors. I think I will go see him now.
Yes, sir.
I will check his pockets. Neat.
Interesting.
I think so too.
These chains are tough.
Behold, it's a tunnel, at least part of one. Someone before us had had enough fun. This crudely dug hole was their means of escape, but it won't do much good in its current shape. The water is high where it needs to be low. Let's find the equipment to stifle its flow.
I will hold on to this.
Somewhere a wall box is missing its dearest piece.